Shasu, Shasu, Shasu. I am Kanaya of the Shasu Experience, and welcome to episode 28 of Numerality, where sound meets symbols and consciousness finds clarity. I will provide the numerality for the day, which includes the elemental energies, tarot, astrology, personal insights, and numerology. Now, this week, Sunday, February 9th through Saturday, February 15th, 2025, we will be under the energy of the seven. The seven has to do with inner growth, self awareness, self discovery, rest, faith, spirituality, intuition, inner knowing, isolation, thoughtfulness, being eccentric, mental analysis, philosophy, technology, discernment, and silence. The number seven is connected to the planet Neptune, and Neptune wants to refine, it wants to cultivate insights beyond the level of consciousness. It wants to detect, to ferret out the significance of the abstract, and it wants to transcend, to rise above the ordinary worldly matters. Neptune has an affinity to intuition, imagination, idealism, compassion, illusion, mysticism, the unreal, liquid, and also drugs. I will add into that it also has to do with addictions. Now, the seven is connected to the Chariot card in the Rider-Waite Tarot, and that has to do with reflection, rest, health, vacations, victory, success, being in control, traveling, getting your way, using your willpower, being assertive. It also can represent having a lack of direction, delay, and also self-doubt. The seven is connected to the moon. The moon wants to respond, it wants to react, and it also wants to regulate. The energy is also connected to the sign of Cancer, which moves sensitively within emotional response to outside influences and protectively with the defense against attack. Now this week, as we begin to plan our steps, look to the week's energy to support you and your goals. Here are a few ways you can plan your steps. This week, plan your steps around your dreams, resting, health, your imagination, intuition, feelings, and emotions. Be sure to be mindful of addictions and illusions this week. Now, we can also look at this as week 2 of this new month and begin to plan our steps from there. During a 2-week, much of our action should be in alignment with the 2-day, acting in a manner of practicing patience, cooperation, diplomacy, harmony, and teamwork with the focus on companionship and also partnership. So those are some things you can kind of look to as you start to plan and build on things during the week. Now on to the planetary ruler of the day. Now, today is Sunday, February 8th, 2025. Now, what is driving us today is the fire element of the 2911, making it a 11 day. Now, today is the 9th, and we can use the 9 as guidance as well. Nines have to do with completion, dreams fulfilled, endings, inspiration, long trips, teacher wisdom, broad-mindedness, competitiveness, independence, self-determining, charitable, humanitarian, and also brotherly love. Also, with the 9 and it being a 9-year, you can also look out for things as far as the themes of the 9 as well, which could be fires, sharp objects. Be mindful of your physical health, fevers, inflammation, distant travel, accidents, weapons, tools, eruptions, and also death. Those are kind of the themes of this year's, because it is the 9th calendar day. These energies could be around us in some way, so be mindful of that. Now, the 9 in the Rider-Waite Tarot has to do with the Hermit card, and that has to do with change, endings, charity, inspiration, seeking solitude, contemplation, lighting the way for others, inner wisdom, responsibility, humanity, faith, completion, endings, long journeys, inspiration, fulfillment, and also dreams. Now, this energy is connected to the sun. The sun wants to integrate, it wants to express, and it wants to project. And it is also connected to the energy of the sign of Virgo. Virgo acts in a manner of that is analytical, with the intention of separating into parts, and critically with the purpose of making a judgment. Today is Sunday. It's ruled by the sun. The sun wants to integrate, express and to project. The sun has an affinity to vitality, determination, the ego, masculine principle, dignity, individuality, identity, creativity, self-reliance, and also the father. Now, on a Sunday, the things you could do to capitalize off this energy would be growing your self-confidence, doing things that bring you joy, promoting yourself, giving public presentations, sharing your story with others, advancing your career, talking with authority figures, meditating, and creating. Now, onto the elements. Yesterday's fire element, what was driving us was the 28-1, and that was the Two of Wands. Now, that energy had to do with contradictions, completions, surprise, unusual events, making intuitive decisions, being original, creating something new, being strong-minded, confident, and knowing what you want. This energy is connected to the first decan of Aries. That gave it a Mars signature. Mars wants to initiate, it wants to activate, and it also wants to move. Now, yesterday's fire element let me know that we were in a space of learning, or at least setting ourselves up to break new ground, leaning on strengths that were built upon. The 28-1 moved us in a way that we made very intuitive decisions when it came to how we move forward in a new way. The two brought a calm, and unstable mind, combined with the judgment of how a system works with the 8, and it led us to the 1, new opportunities to make decisions thus far from a confident place. Now, today's fire element, what's driving us, is the 29-11, and this energy is represented by the Three of Wands. Now, this energy is about commercial opportunities. It's about a learning period. It's about help being offered, planning ahead, preparing for what is to come, expanding an enterprise or idea, freelancing, creative writing, being a representative, and also seeing the bigger picture of something. The opposite of this could be being overwhelmed by demands and unable to complete a project. This energy is connected to the second decan of Aries, which is the signature of the sun, and it is also a sun day. Now, the sun wants to integrate, it wants to express, and it wants to project. Now, the 11 is considered a master number, denoting to the energies of the 1 of independence and new opportunities and planting seeds, new beginnings, leadership, courageousness, and ambitiousness. That energy is amplified, reflecting itself. It transforms its actions, where it's a reflection of an idea. So the 1 is looking at itself across the way, and that energy together brings balance and awareness to itself and its surroundings, stabilizing equal in all parts of the whole. So the 29-11, the Three of Wands as the fire element, lets me know that today we have balanced some sort of decision when it comes to a new project or some new start that we're having. That's the 2. The 2 moves into the 9, bringing wisdom from the 1 through the 9, and that brings about the 11, creating opportunities by using the 1 energy of independence and new beginnings, and amplifying it allows the 11 to plan ahead, learn by experience, by your own merit, and expanding on some idea or creative venture. And you are also able to see the bigger picture today. Now, yesterday's air element, the impression we are giving in the conscious realm of others' experience, was the Knight of Swords. And that energy had to do with sudden events, courage, discrimination, hasty decisions, or multitasking, communicating and or problem-solving skills, seeking the truth, advancing quickly, mental stimulation, and taking practical actions towards sudden events. That energy was connected to the season of autumn. That is Libra, Scorpio, and also Sagittarius are the zodiac energies of that season. Now, the energy yesterday of the 53-8, the Knight of Swords, that let me know that how others was seeing us yesterday. That let me know that they saw us as making decisions quickly, being decisive, being courageous, and trusting oneself in this new self-appointed universal initiate energy, just basically standing on business, standing on your 10. And others may have seen us also yesterday as mentally sharp and also practical. And on the flip side, we could have seen unsure, insecure, and unwilling to integrate what we have learned on a mental level, also stubborn and hasty. So we may have also found that yesterday the idea was to evaluate the response to sudden events and gauge if and how we use the upgraded mental processes we have learned prior. Today's air element has to do with the 54-9, and that is the Page of Swords. That energy is connected to vigilance, messages, secrets, gossip, news, strong mental abilities, very knowledgeable, being clever or quick-witted, spying on others, or being spied on, lies and deception, unpredictability, being kept on your toes, being a natural at something. This energy is connected to the third decan of Libra, and that is the signature of Mercury. And Mercury wants to communicate, to concentrate, to transmit information. It has to do with trade, commerce, business, travel, communication, thoughts, and your mental process. Also, it has to do with being adaptable and versatile in expression. It's very intuitive, restless, and also airy. Now, the swords are about air. It's about our thoughts, our mind, our mental activity, our ideas, conflict, war, grief, justice, secrets, injustice, right and wrong. This element is active. So the air element today of the 54-9, the page of swords lets me know that people could perceive us as being sneaky, receiving messages of deceit, being unpredictable, being on guard. Today could be a day where we find ourselves in conflict with others. It may bring conflict and injustice. With the page of swords, it's almost as if we're either being deceitful or we are being perceived as such. The page of swords is also a student and can be childlike. It may bring about a victim mentality as well. So be mindful of your energy. The earth element that I will explain shortly will help with this perception. Now, yesterday's earth element was the 39-3, and that had to do with the Knight of Cups, and that was the energy of love, propositions, vacations, creativity, optimism, being an artist, entertainment, business, trips, and having a successful plan. This energy is connected to that of summer, which is Cancer, Leo, and also Virgo. This energy lets me know that we made a decision and set an intention. Now we were acting as if. Now the 39-3 acted as a catalyst into your new reality. The 3 had to do with our environment, our surroundings, and the 9 had to do with wisdom about the environment and our surroundings that we were in. And the 3 at the end of the 39-3 acts as the imaginative factor when envisioning this new era that we embarked on yesterday. So now today's earth element has to do with the 40, and we simplify that to a single digit, which is 4, but the 40 is connected to the Page of Cups. And that energy is the energy of finances, building, birth, gentleness, being sentimental, romantic, being creative, learning a new skill, being imaginative, showing your talents, and seeing something differently. This energy is connected to the third decan of Cancer, which is the energy of Neptune. And Neptune wants to refine, it wants to detect, and it also wants to transcend. Now, the pentacles are about the earth, our environment. It's about our body, nature. It's our land, our work, money, business, our possessions, our health, and our home and security. With the 40 being the Page of Cups as the earth energy, it lets me know that what will ground us today is being service oriented per our work. The 4 is about patience, foundation, practicality, service, devotion, organization, structure, and work. This is also a caring, loving, and nurturing energy. So be sure to pour your imaginative and creative skills into work and or a new project. This will open up a new way of seeing yourself, and you may learn something new about your strengths and your weaknesses as you move through as you move forward with building this new project with the Page of Cups energy, is also a student and also childlike. So explore these opportunities and projects as a child. So that energy of the earth energy will help with how we're being perceived today, not mischievous as a child, because it could be seen as that too, but being more centered around your work and also being of service to others can help mitigate the perception of what's going on. It may not change it, but it will be a better space for you to balance your intentions in a more practical. Now, the water element for the month, the lesson, the energy that we are to be with as we move through these changes has to do with the justice card, and that has to do with tests, legal dealings, quick decisions, decisive actions, balance, fairness, doing what's right, being impartial, seeing all sides of a situation and making decisions based on facts rather than your emotions. This energy is connected to that, to the energy of Uranus, and Uranus wants to deviate from what is ordinary. It wants to create or originate something that is different, and it also wants to convert from within without destroying. This energy is also connected to Libra, and Libra wants to work unitedly with the goal of combining and harmoniously with the desire to manifest agreement. Now, because it is a 11-day, I have simplified that into the 2-day. Now, the 2 is compatible with itself, being patience, companionship. The 2 is compatible with itself, being patience, companionship, partnership, diplomacy, and cooperation. It is also compatible with the number 6, which is duty, domestic activity, family life, and responsibility. It's connected to the number 4, which is foundation, organization, structure, and work. That is the page of Pentacles. And also the 2 is connected to the number 7, which is inner growth, self-awareness, discovery, and also isolation. That is the energy of the week, the number 7. Now, these energies are connected to the zodiac signs of Cancer, Taurus, Libra, and also Aquarius. Now, on to the astrology for the day. Now, all of this is Eastern Standard Time. Now, the sun is in Aquarius at 21 degrees around 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, Aquarius is the 11th sign of the zodiac. It is a fixed air sign. The rulers are Saturn and Uranus. Aquarius qualities work in a manner that is indifferent, with an apparent impartiality, or lack of concern, and also unconventionality, with a strong feeling for the unusual. The 21 degrees is the third decan of the Aquarius energy, and that energy is the signature of Venus. Venus wants to relate, unite, and also connect. Now, the moon is in Cancer at 15 degrees, giving the moon a Mars signature. Mars wants to move, initiate, and activate. Side note, Mars is currently retrograde in Cancer, and this could be reminiscent of the energy you're experiencing when it comes to your drive. Cancer is a cardinal water sign that acts in a manner of feeling with moodiness, common sense, patriotism, and tradition. We are currently in a waxing moon cycle. It happens 10 to 13 days after the new moon, which happened January 27th in Aquarius. Now, the waxing gibbous moon in Cancer is asking us to be patient and trust with what we are building and nurture our emotions and deepen our connections. This moon cycle is about being open to growth while honoring our feelings. And this is also a good time for reflection and self-discovery. We are also building up to the full moon that will happen in the sign of Leo coming up on Wednesday the 12th. At 2:47 p.m., the moon in Cancer will conjunct Mars in Cancer retrograde. The conjunction of the moon in Cancer and Mars in Cancer creates a emotional powerhouse. This aspect may cause us to experience heightened emotional depth, intensity, and we may have a strong desire for security and comfort. We may find ourselves at odds or tension with security and comfort today. At 2:56 p.m., the moon in Cancer will trine Saturn in Pisces, and it will create an interesting blend of emotional depth and pragmatic spirituality. This aspect suggests a strong emotional resilience and an ability to maintain emotional stability, even in challenging situations. Now, at 11:48 p.m., the moon in Cancer will sextile Uranus in Taurus, and that will bring an ease of security while urging us to break free from routine. It blends emotional security with innovative and nurturing energies. Now, onto the planetary aspects. At 7:07 a.m., the sun in Aquarius will conjunct Mercury in Aquarius. This energy is asking you to be open to this alignment because it can lead to extraordinary creativity and originality in your thought processes and your communication style. Now, at 8:14 a.m., Mars retrograde in Cancer will trine Saturn in Pisces. This energy will create a harmonious balance between your emotional drive and your spiritual depth. This alignment will enhance the ability to channel your emotions into constructive action. Be mindful that this energy is retrograde, so it may bring some tension or some resistance in the realm of trying to move in more of a flow. You may find some resistance there, so just be mindful of that. Okay. With that being said, thank us for listening. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful. Feel free to email me. I will leave it in the description box. Until the next experience, be well and enjoy. Peace.